take it one step at a time.
All right, guys, enough time has passed. We've had enough time to sleep on it, to think on it, and now it is time. It is time for my Kombat Pack 2 full-on review, full honest thoughts of the Kombat Pack 2. I'm talking like the characters, both guest and returning, the story, my full-on honest, there's no script, there's nothing, there's no bullet points. I'm just spitting out words that come into my head during this review because it's got to be real, it's got to be honest. And this is coming from somebody who has put out thousands of videos, who has played Mortal Kombat 1 for over 1,000 hours. Like, I have so much time into this game. I've played every character. As you guys know, I do daily content for it. I played every character. I have guides for every character. I've played them all. I've played the story. I stream it all the time. I'm only telling you all this because then it's all like it's like, okay, I've done my research. I've played the characters. Like, this review isn't just from somebody who's played the game for an hour, you know? And so, yeah, subscribe here for more content, and let's get into my review. And again, this is just very, very real. I'm not trying to hold anything back. I'm just going to be honest. So let's talk about the main characters that we got. So returning characters, Noob, Sector, Cyrax. Now, out the gate, those characters, awesome. Awesome. Love them. Noob, Cybot, Sector, Cyrax. I don't care about the race swap, the sex swap. I don't care. If you do, that's your own, you know, whatever. I don't care. So Sector Cyrax, we got him back. How cool is that? I love them. Their gameplay is so much fun. They play like Sector. They play like Cyrax. Noob is Noob. And they got some new stuff too. So I feel like I'm playing a new Sector. I feel like I'm playing a new Cyrax and a new Noob. And that's, you know, this is a whole new era, Liu Kang's era. I get it. And they did a great job. I think Cyrax, Sector, Noob as returning characters were great choices, and they're a blast. I'm not sure what else to say about those three. They're top notch. I don't really have any complaints about them. They're fun, they're cool, and they're great choices to bring back. So we're gonna start off on a high, and we're gonna bring it down a little bit. So the guest characters, Ghostface, Conan the Barbarian, T-1000. Now, let me at least say this, okay? The guest characters, their gameplay is fun. I'll tell you that right now. I know NetherRealm can take any character. They'll take some dude with a knife, literally Ghostface, and they'll make his gameplay fun. They'll find ways to make him interesting and, again, just fun to play. That is what NetherRealm does. They take any character, whether it be a thunder god or some dude with a knife, and just make him fun to play. Give them fun moves, fun specials, cool supers, cool mechanics. I don't distrust that they can do that. So out the gate, I'll tell you on the coin here we have on two sides of the coin for the guest characters, gameplay for all of them, so much fun. Interesting, cool, fun mechanics, fun to look at and fun to learn. I don't main Ghostface Conan. I've been messing around a bit more with T-1000, and his is the most interesting to me. He's kind of got the most going on, and I like a bit more complexity to my character. Not too much, and I feel like T-1000 kind of fits that rule for me. So I'm playing around with him a bit more than the other two, personally. But they're two, they're just what you might want, you know. Ghostface is Ghostface. Some dude with a knife. He's got some cool mechanics with the different modes he's got, different variations. And then Conan's Conan, just a big dude with a big sword. He's a dude with a bigger knife. And that's all you might want from a character like Conan. So gameplay review wise, they're great. Conan and Ghostface are fine. T-1000 is the better one. He's great. Now, you guys have seen my videos before where I do not like the characters. And that is still true. So I can separate the character from their gameplay. I don't like the characters. The characters as a character suck. Like I'm not a fan of Ghostface. I had never seen Conan. No, I think I saw the first one. I've never seen him. Okay, since I was like a kid. So I've never seen Conan or T-1000, Terminator 2, whatever. So like I don't have these attachments to these characters. So that is very biased. Yes. So if you've seen them and you love the movies, you love the character, then of course you're gonna love them as a character. Sure. The media that I consume, the things that I enjoy and that I like are very different. I like, as you can see behind me, the superheroes. I like the video games. I like the comics. I like the anime. I like all these different things. And Conan the Barbarian, T-1000 Ghostface, they're not it. I just, again, I will admit it, fully biased. I don't care for the character. They don't interest me. They're not cool to me. So yeah, when they revealed them, I was like, no way, we're getting those three. Those are the worst choices. Because in my head, there are just better options to chase character-wise. That I think would have been, again, in my opinion, just cooler to see in a Mortal Kombat game. So if you don't care for Ghostface, Conan, T-1000 like I don't, then the characters might not excite you. They might like hype you up, but they are fun to play. So like, I think you could not like Ghostface, play him and go, oh, his gameplay is cool though. This is kind of fun to do. Like, I think that could happen. Like I did. I mean, I don't like the character, but his gameplay is pretty cool. You know what I mean? Like T-1000, don't know who he is, don't care who he is, but his gameplay is pretty fun. So I think those are the two sides of the coin. Character choices suck. Gameplay, awesome. So I guess overall, when you want to talk about just gameplay, Kombat Pack 2 killed it. All of them, man. Sector, Cyrax, Noob, the guest characters, Ghostface, Conan, T-1000, all of them. Fun to play in their own way. Different and unique enough that I feel like you could find a new main within these 6 characters. Again, character choice wise, half of them, the returning characters, I like. The other half, the guest characters, I don't like. But that's just the character choice. Again, the gameplay, which I know matters the most in a fighting game. That's the cool part. Again, I get that. Totally fine. Now, the other part that comes with Kombat Pack 2 are the couple, I think the cameos. I think the only cameo to come with Kombat Pack 2, no, the cameo, what, Madame Bo, I think, right? No, I think it was just Madame Bo. Yeah. So Madame Bo is a surprise cameo. She's the only one to really talk about when it comes to cameos for Kombat Pack 2 in this, kind of review we're doing here. She's way cool, super interesting. Her gameplay and what she offers as a cameo is very different. Well, I don't know about very different, but it is very cool to see her as a character. She provides mix, aggression, combo damage, stuns, stuff like that. So you're going to find that in a lot of cameos. And so however you play your main character, Madame Bo might be a good fit for you. I don't think she's the best cameo. I don't think she's the worst. I think she's a good cameo. She's a funny joke cameo. Like, haha, they brought Madame Bo as a cameo. It's funny, and she's not half bad at the end of the day. Is she my go-to? No, but she's cool. Now, the part that people don't talk about a lot for fighting games, especially for like DLC packs, is what Mortal Kombat does, and that is the story. So Chaos Reign, I'm just gonna say it. It was not good. Kombat Pack 2 story, Chaos Reigns, was hot doo-doo water. It was so bad, bro. Like, the story was wasted. The characters were in their story, the way the acting, it was just voices, it was just cringy. And I think the only cool part, in my opinion, it was only cool because I remember it now. Like, I remember it because it was cool, and that was the Rain Tanya duo, the Tanya and the dragon scene. That was cool. But the story, like what it brought to the table, and the whole thing that Titan Havoc was trying to do, the multiverse thing, and he's got the Infinity Stones or whatever, and then Noob just being a complete idiot the entire time and overly dickish, and then the whole like love interest with Sector and Cyrax trying to be this outlaw or like whatever, like it just wasn't captivating. It wasn't done well, in my opinion. That I just truly just could not care less about the Chaos Reigns story. It brought nothing. It brought less than nothing. It brought more questions, more cringy moments, more like, why did that happen? Why are you doing that? Why would he do this? That was a dumb kick. Easily would have blocked that. He's a god, blah, blah. Like, it's just these weird things that Mortal Kombat does in their story sometimes where it's like, that is an actual god. How is that person even touching in a fight this god? And I get it's a fighting game, you have somewhere to go, but like, there are some fighting games that just do a story, no fights needed. So it's like, there's no need to like have this random dude beat this god, you know what I mean? But they have to have it in the story because you're playing as this normal dude, and now this god intercepts you. Now you got to fight them and you win, where like that would never happen. And I get, Mortal Kombat's not about that, because it's like, well, you're getting your head cracked in the middle of a fight and you keep fighting. How would that ever happen? I get it. But when you're trying to, you know, you're invested, you're like into the story, you're into the scene, and then just cringy shit like that happens, you're like, wait, what? There's no way. And Chaos Reigns brought a lot of that to the table, and the story just was not good. Wasn't well done. I don't know. So again, when it comes to the story, not a fan. I'm just gonna say it how it is. It sucked. Didn't like it. So overall, what mattered most in this review is the character's gameplay, of course, and every character killed it, hit it out of the park. Awesome characters. The guest characters, the choices, I don't like them. They suck. And the overall story of Chaos Reigns, it just sounds like a broken record, just sucks. I don't like it. It just sucks. Like, you might want to play it to like see what happens, and like, you know, you play it once to understand what's going on at the end of the day for the Mortal Kombat 1's new realm, new era story. Like, yeah, sure, play it once. Like, you almost have to because you bought it, but like, I'm not playing it again. I don't mean to drag it out too much. So honestly, this is just fully my review, my honest thoughts, my real thoughts out the gate. Just kind of like, again, just spitballing ideas, spitballing my thoughts out here to the camera of like, you know, what I think out the gate of the characters, their gameplay, their choices, the story. So this is just kind of like my review, if you want to call it, for Kombat Pack 2 now that it's done. I'm very excited to see, you know, for Kombat Pack 3 potentially. If we do get Kombat Pack 3, what characters we get, returning characters, guest characters, if they do another story, they do more cameos, or is this the end of Mortal Kombat 1? Are we going to move on to the next game now? I don't know. With all that being said, my dudes, let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think of Kombat Pack 2 as a whole entity? Do you like the characters, their gameplay, their choices? Do you like the story? Am I weird and I just don't like the story? Let me know your thoughts down below. You guys have a great night. Be safe out there. Take it one step at a time and go ahead and click into these videos next for more Mortal Kombat news, guides, reactions, and more.